Could you tell me a little bit about the new Polar H10 and the new Pro shirt, what you guys have here at the booth here at CES 2017?
Absolutely. Well, my associate here, Mike, is wearing our new Team Pro jersey, and it's part of a larger products of a Team Pro system that we have available for professional teams and teams at the university level. And what makes this unique for Polar is this is the first piece of apparel we've introduced in the marketplace that actually has a heart rate technology woven into the fabric of the shirt itself. As you can see, if you look on the underside, there's some electrodes that are woven into the fabric, and if you were to turn around, it comes into a sensor that's going to be worn in the back here. And what makes it unique is it's not just providing heart rate data, but also providing with the GPS built into it, the distance the athlete may have ran during a training session, as well as the acceleration, the number of sprints, for instance. Now, what makes this important for me as the coach, for example, is I can see in real time on an application running on my tablet what my athlete is doing on the field. And if I find that if he's doing too much, for example, in anticipation for the big game on Sunday, I can have him pull back on the amount of intensity and effort that he's doing. And vice versa. If he's not working hard enough, I can tell him to speed it up a little bit. And with all this information I have available, I can start building a training plan that's going to ensure that he's really optimized for the games that he's going to be participating in.
Now, you mentioned GPS. Is that does it piggyback off the GPS on an attached watch, or does it actually have a built-in GPS chip on the actual shirt?
Not so much the shirt itself, but rather the sensor that snaps onto it. It's that sensor that actually transmits both the heart rate data as well as whatever GPS-related information it's picking up as well.
Now, you mentioned this would be used in a context for like pro sports teams. Will this be available to the average consumer on the market?
To be determined. Right now, we recognize there's a need for it in the business-to-business solution for professional teams and universities, but if there's enough demand, we might give you some consideration.
Okay, great. Pricing, do you have pricing available yet for this?
Yeah, right now the pricing is going to be at $99.95. Generally speaking, though, it's a product designed to be purchased in bulk. So if we were to work with one of our professional teams or one of the major universities we might work with, they may be purchasing 30, 40 shirts in anticipation of gearing up their team to be used.
Okay, now will this product be used independent of a wrist-worn wearable, or will it work in conjunction with a wrist-worn wearable?
It's really designed to be used as part of a larger ecosystem that we have of what we call Flow. Flow is the website and application that supports our product, including this team system that you see here. Technically, he could wear a wrist unit, but honestly, in some of the more high-impact sports like soccer, rugby, football, for instance, it's not really appropriate to be wearing a wrist-based unit, hence the reason why having a piece of apparel that's transmitting heart rate and GPS data to a tablet that the coach will be using on the sideline would be a more appropriate solution for them.
Now moving on to the Polar H10. Now, I'm very familiar with the Polar H7. I've used it extensively. What's different or what's new about the new Polar H10?
Well, it's unique for a couple reasons. Number one, it's increasing the level of accuracy that people have come to expect from Polar in terms of the heart rate readings, not only in terms of the algorithm that it uses to determine the heart rate information, but also the strap that comes with it. The other big thing is it also has the ability to save a heart rate file within the sensor itself. So if the athlete is out running, for instance, and they don't want to carry a phone or not have a watch with them, well, they have the flexibility of just running along with the heart rate sensor one around the chest. It's recording the data for them. So it frees them up from having to carry any additional accessories with them, for example. Finally, in a few months' time, in conjunction with a partnership that we're doing with GoPro, is going to allow for the heart rate data to be overlaid onto the video that they may be recording during whatever training session that they're doing. So it gives them an added level of interaction, if you will, when you see the results after the fact.
Okay, and that's like the video that I'm seeing behind me. Is that a demonstration of that?
Exactly. We're really excited about it. There's been a lot of favorable press about it, and I think there's a lot of people going to respond to this.
Now, I do see that on the Polar website, it mentions that the new H10 is waterproof up to 30 meters. Is it designed to be used in a swimming context, or is that really beyond the capabilities that you guys are recommending?
It can be used in the water, so if you're so inclined to swim with it, you're more than welcome to do so. So whether it be swimming laps, if you're doing water aerobics, whatever the case may be, you do have the flexibility of using it in the water.
Okay, now, it is a Bluetooth-compatible device, is that correct?
That is correct, yes. So, I'm sorry, if there is a fitness app, for instance, that has a heart rate feature, you're more than welcome to use it, whether it be Polar's Beat application or any other fitness app that has a heart rate component to it.
And so then it would also be compatible with any of Polar's wearables that pair with the H7 in the past. This would be like backwards compatible with that?
Absolutely. All of the products that customers have been accustomed to seeing in our product lineup will be compatible with the H10.
Regarding build quality, the Polar H10 felt a little bit heavier than the previous generation, the Polar H7, but at the same time, it also felt a little bit more quality. The strap was a little bit thicker, felt like it was a little bit more durable. You could tell that the sensor was also just a little bit heavier, but also had a little bit of a flatter profile and just felt a little bit more durable. The clasp, instead of being a slip-on clasp like the previous generation, this actually has a clip which clips in, so it's less likely to fall off if you were to play any sort of contact sports. So you could definitely tell that Polar's really stepped it up with the Polar H10, especially with the built-in ability for it to be able to log information without being paired necessarily to another device. So I'm really excited to see this, and also excited to see that it's waterproof now, so you could take it swimming. So Polar's really done a great job here at CES 2017. I'll, of course, review these products here in the future, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel when I get a full hands-on review sometime here in the next few months. Thanks for watching. My name is Eric, and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you next time.